Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world on the Off-Grid Project, and I've been out deer hunting. I know you guys have noticed I've been gone for days, haven't been around and haven't done any videos or comments. Today I'm actually just now doing Friday's video, and it's been busy here. I've had some guests over the weekend, and Trucker Buck was here. We were hunting, and today I got myself a deer. I'm going to be cleaning this up. I am not going to show it all on video. I know a lot of people don't want to see that, but I got this with the 1929 Mosin Nagant. This is a Russian sniper from 1929, and it's a 7.62 by 54R, and it's a heavy gun. I think it's like I don't know if it was 7 or 9 pounds, but it's a heavy beast to carry around. But it is effective. It does the job. So I'll show you what this thing does to a deer, and then I'm going to clean this thing up. So if you're squeamish, stop the video now. Alright, right over here we have a small little entry wound. Just a little bullet hole. And I don't know, it's not very big at all. Let me see if I can get some view on that. Just a little entry hole right here. Not a big deal. So that's where it went in. But where the Nagant is incredible and insane is the exit wound. And I'll show you next to that same stick. It makes a gigantic exit wound. This deer wasn't going anywhere. I'd say that's a good, well, it's a 4.5 by 3 inch hole in that deer. It was not going anywhere. So the Nagant is a pretty wicked gun, and if you hunt with something like that, you're going to take down your deer. There is no question about it. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to process the meat myself, and I will be smoking and salt curing and smoking the meat. Some of it will be vacuum sealed and put away for long-term storage. Some of it is going to be salt cured, some of it's going to be made into jerky, and I'll show you the whole process on the video as we go. So I will spare you the rest of the work as I got this animal, and I'll come back to you later on once I've got the skin off and I'm ready to start processing the meat to go into the smoker. So I got my work cut out for me today. I was hoping to work on the shed today, but I want to put meat on the table, and that is priority. So here it is. Well, there it is, all skinned out and gutted. And I'm going to go in and have a coffee break. And then when I come back, I'm going to take this over on a table and start processing the meat. And then I'm going to go into town. I'm going to get some charcoal. I'm going to get that smoker going. And I'm going to make some beef jerky. Actually, I won't have to start today. I'm going to marinate the meats. So I'm going to be filleting all the meat off the bones. It's going to be a lot of work. But I want to fillet all the meat off the bones and cut it up into jerky strips. I've got to go in and get some pickling salts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some salt curing processes, and some flavored jerky, and we'll do a bunch of different types of batches, and got some good meat there. Now it just looks like a beef hanging on a rack. That's all there is to it. When I take it off the hook, I'll cut off the legs, and as I got a pulley system here, is what you use to get the deer up in the air. A pulley system and a hook and a rack goes right through the legs, and then I'll process that later. Now over here, I kept the skin. Now I've got to look on the internet. I want to process this skin. I've never done this before, but I want to look online because it's full of ticks, and I've got to figure how best to kill off all those ticks. I am not going to pick at it one by one. So I've got to look up online when I'm drinking my coffee and see how that works, and then I'm going to try to preserve the skin as well. I'm just checking myself for ticks as I speak. There's It was full of ticks. I got blood all over me. But anyway, coffee time. And there's a deer. Oops, where's my focus? There's a deer. It's not a big one. I think it's a probably just about a year old, I'm thinking. Is my guess. But fair game and meat on the table. So, alright. Talk to you all later. Preparing a butcher shop right now. I have a dollar store tablecloth, which I think I'm actually going to put underneath the clear one because it's a nicer tablecloth. I think I will undo this. I'm going to put a movie in the LED TV and bring in the deer and butcher it in here. Process the entire thing in here. Let's see, I just washed this. Put the nicer tablecloth. This is a flannel backed tablecloth. I'll put this down first. It'll probably get dirty though. Who knows? Dollar store. Oh weird, what kind of a pattern did I choose? Oh well, whatever. I'll have a bright and cheery tiny house on wheels for a period of time. I've got a disposable tablecloth during my butchering process because it's going to get dirty probably, possibly, I don't know. Alright. Okay. What's that? Oh. That's odd. I'll have to fix that later. So that's going to go down, and that's just going to, I'm going to slap the deer right on top of this tablecloth. The whole carcass is going to come right in here on top of this. I'm not going to play around or waste any time trying to be neat. I'm just going to slap it down in here and work. And then this one will be disposable when I'm done. That's a throwaway. And then the little TV comes back up. Watch a movie while I work. Might as well be entertained. It's going to be a big process, a long process. And since the speakers to this TV are not any good, I used the Mars Boy speaker ball, which I'll be finishing a review on here pretty soon. And I gotta go out and grab the deer, and I've got some cutting sheets. I couldn't find a dollar store cutting board. Everything's disposable out here right now for this project. I got a cutting sheet to cut the meat on. And then I've also got some Tupperware containers which I'll wash, and I'm going to have 5 different varieties of beef jerky, or deer jerky. I've got 5 Tupperware containers, dollar store containers, not bad, with a lid. And really nice, they're solid, good containers. So I've got some spices and stuff. I'm going to make different kinds of jerky. So I'll give these a wash. I'm going to bring the carcass in here so that the wolf doesn't come after it. And then I'll give these a wash, and then I'll get to it. Well, there it is. I'm going to turn on another light so I can work better here. There's a lot of fat on that deer. Boy, it tore the neck right out of that thing. Wow. There's just a hole here where there used to be a neck meat. Well, I can't believe that. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna get some light going on in here and get to work. Okay, movie rolling, carcass on table, carving place ready, bowls and containers washed, ready to roll. I'm not going to record too much as I go because it's going to be bloody and gory, but I'm going to process this into beef jerky. That is a big slab of meat. There's a container already processed. One leg filled an entire container. And I've still got a lot to go. I'm probably going to end up with more than the 5 containers. So I'm going to put a lid on that one and put it outside to stay chilled and continue processing meat.